I saw Chiggs posted this shit, and it literally said it was.
Where'd you get that?
I guess one of the things about who the person that Cassie was dating. Long story short, Diddy dangled Wale off of a building.
Oh my God!
It's like you was about to tell like the full story. Let's skip to it. But I did see that. You talking about that nigga? What's that dude name?
I haven't seen this video yet, so I don't know.
Diddy dangled.
Apparently, Diddy dangled a nigga off of a balcony, and then Wale speaks out about being dangled off a balcony by Diddy. So it's like, of all people, it was fucking Wale? I don't know, but we're about to watch this video at the same time, because I have to get to this.
It's this one DC nigga. He be like, you know, rapping and getting in a little beef and shit.
All right, hold on.
What is his relevance to this story?
I don't know if it's that video.
Oh.
Have everything up there. Whatever you say,
Chiggs
gonna be
smooth.
on YouTube,
Shout out
man.
to Chiggs.
What is the truth and what is a lie? Was Wale really hung over the balcony by Diddy? Listen, man, y'all gotta put some respect on my Not Your Brother's name, man. Stop capping over his name. Nobody put hands on him. Nobody hung him over the balcony. Now, last week, while all the news was circulating about Diddy and Cassie, a lot of people started to expose videos, older videos of just how crazy Diddy's stories were. Now, throughout time, a lot of artists and celebrities have told stories about Diddy, their encounters with him. A lot of them we kind of brushed over until now. One story in particular that went viral was 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 talking about an encounter he had with Wale when he was in the studio with 𝔓𝔦𝔑 and Cassie. Now, according to 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃, Wale kind of warned him, telling him, yo, we're about to go to the studio. Diddy might be there. He's a little bit crazy over Cassie. Long story short, Diddy comes in, closes the curtain behind him. Next thing you know, Wale is being dangled over the balcony. Now, everybody ran with the story. Not gonna lie to you guys, 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 told the story very well. It was very detailed, and he swore on his grandmother. Come on, you know somebody swears on their grandmother, you gotta believe him. Now, Wale never really came out and said, yo, guys, that's cap. But today he's speaking out and letting people know journalism is dead. Wale tweeted saying, the slow demise of authentic journalism. I used to pray for gullible. Now I'm scared of him. Somebody tweeted Wale saying, yo, they be itching for a story, not even caring about how it will affect someone. Wild trash. Wale responded back saying, wild times. Wale, come on, bruh. Enough with the poetry. All you had to do was confirm or deny the story. We don't need a Shakespearean response, bro. You can't be mad at bloggers for running a story on you. If it's fake, just come out and say it's fake. But when you come out and say things like this is what makes people go, oh, wait, shit, yo, this story might be true. We know Diddy was out here acting crazy. We know he was definitely bullying some of you rappers. 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 even said in the video, yo, it was the same shoes we saw Wale walking with.
It's kind of like a weird like thing. Like, what should Wale say?
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
it depends on what his goal is.
Because what did he say?
He might be trying to
good
get
times.
it back.
He said good times.
Good times.
That's like a weird statement because he might be saying good times as in like, ha, nigga almost tried to kill me because I fucked this bitch. Like it might be like a weird.
No, he said wild times.
It's same shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like.
yeah.
No,
but he's still talking about journalism. He said it's the slow demise of authentic journalism. And then he was saying they're itching for a story. Then he was like, wild times that it is for journalism.
But if he did get dangled over a window, that's how you respond.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Shit was
that is funny.
But I mean,
it's funny that it's funny everybody taking these like.
It's weird.
Doesn't it only seem like people take a shot at journalism when the story is being run about them?
Yeah, but that's probably when you realize that it's bullshit.
And
right.
that's the only time when
it matters.
When you should probably speak. Like,
True.
Stay out of other people's business.
That is true. I guess it's only right.
That's
right?
the rule of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of your homies, but even then, it's like, depends on what he did.
Yeah.
I think it's like, this is a completely different conversation, I guess.
We'll tie it back.
But yeah, we'll tie it back. But do you think that with the way that everybody can be a journalist now, they're not really journalists? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's always been that debate where it's just like we didn't go to school for journalism, obviously, right?
Hey, don't say that.
We did go to school for journalism. We're actually the professors of the university. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
school is subjective.
Yeah. Right. But like
GPA is.
I just be wondering, like, is there going to be one of those time periods?
Speculative.
Huh?
No, he's just talking shit.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering if there'll be one of those times when, like, there's like a rise of like, we have to bring real journalism back. I wonder if that'll ever be a time, but I don't think so.
That's happening right now.
That's happening right now?
For sure. I think it's actually crazy. This kind of ties to something else. But Tyler, the Creator, he did a little video with Nardward, and he was basically talking about how like rappers need to start talking about rap again. And he was talking about how it's not the journalist's fault, but it's still these platforms' fault not asking about the music, you know, not being real journalists, not looking up, you know, facts, you know, like goofy shit, you know,
but
like
their
favorite cereal.
Niggas ask about the music. The problem with that is that after a while it gets corny to ask about the music, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like describe your sound.
Yeah, it's so limited.
That's one of the most like it's a horrible question. I don't know shit about you.
Yeah, I don't even think the best interviews are the ones that are solely based on music. It's just like, I think at one point they were, because there wasn't even, why would you ask about their relationship status when it's not even a thing that we should be asking about? Like that doesn't even register to anybody's brain, because nobody does that. You only ask about music, but now it's like, well, ask him about his personal life. See how that does. And then
it's
like,
the state of the world right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, there's only so much. How long can we carry an hour conversation about just music?
No. Well, like maybe if it's two music connoisseurs,
but
and like you're talking about music history and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a much smaller market.
But just talking about your music, like we could talk about that maybe for like 15, 30 minutes. But after a while, I don't want to hear you talk about your music. Like, nigga, I'll listen to it and decide if I like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I like you as a person.
Right. A 30-minute interview of just talking about just your music is not going to sell me on the sound.
Like, just play the fucking song. It takes 2 minutes and I know everything I need to know about your music.
But that also depends on the artist and how you feel about who you're interviewing. You know what I mean? As the interviewer. Because it's like, you know, if I had to interview like Future, I could definitely talk a whole hour
about music.
Like, nigga, what was happening around? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And you said I need to get as high as I can.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What were you trying to avoid?
The real music.
Your music has to be good. Your music has to be good enough to even be able to carry a conversation about music for that long.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas is coming out with microwavable music.
Not even good enough, but the person asking has to be thoroughly interested in the music.
But good enough too.
The reason it will work for Future with us because we love Future's music.
Right.
But it's good enough, you know, being good is part of it. But, you know, being good is, you know, subjective.
Subjective too, yeah, that's true.
But overall, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real or not, but I mean, Diddy's stories, I don't know if anybody's going to actually make it to court. Cassie filed the civil lawsuit. That got settled within 24 hours. You know. Another story is popped up.
What's the fastest a lawsuit has been closed? I feel like there's got to be up there. Record, at least like top 5.
By a black man?
Ooh, that makes it top 2.
Oh, yeah, that's the most important part. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Yeah. And granted, I mean, that shouldn't be, it's not a good thing this got settled so fast due to the context of the situation. But, you know, regardless, like, you know, hopefully justice gets served. You feel me? Like, it's kind of hard to, like, be like, oh, justice not getting served when this has been happening for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, the whole Diddy thing, it's like a lot of egregious things have come out throughout the years.
Why now?
Well, now it's always a good dog pile time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all it takes is a couple people.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's just...
And then it's just compound
it's hard to stop a dog pile. Like, you know, once 1 to 2 major people like jump on, and it's just like,
and then solid stories is like
it's the side stories too.
The stories is like the biggest part.
It's the validity of the stories.
It's so many, like Cassie is talking about how, oh, I had to fuck in front of the maid, and now it's other maids that like might have not been around it, but because that word maid was you know, now
they've heard it.
To it.
Or Cuddy comes out and he's like, shit, my car blew up mysteriously one day. It's like all these side mission stories. You're like, nigga.
Niggas was saying like, yo, Kid Cudi a fed, but for, you know, admitting to that shit. Because, you know, he told the police, like, yeah, Diddy probably
and nothing happened.
Blew up my car.
Yeah, but did anybody look at Kid Cudi to not be a fed? Like,
I mean,
nigga, if you blow Kid Cudi's car up, he's telling somebody.
It's full snitching, but you're just saying, like, why would you volunteer that information?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
unprovoked. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that. I mean, people were saying that, and I guess, you know, the role of snitching, I guess, You know, that counts.
The real street niggas were bothered by it.
It's mathematically correct.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Real street niggas was bothered by this nigga who makes music about the moon.
Yes.
Told that a nigga blew his car up. Like,
yes.
What expectation did you put on Kid Cudi?
I mean, he's the lonely stoner nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. There's like one part of me that's like, it's corny. There's one part of me that's like, it's fucked up, and I hope all the stories are kind of real about Diddy because I like a good documentary.
Yeah.
And a good rendition.
You like
movie.
a good documentary, or you like to see a black man fall?
Not that.
Attack him. Expose this nigga.
Nah. It's both.
You would like to see a brother prosper.
No, bro. If everything is true, y'all understand? Like, this is a movie.
Yeah, no, this would be fine.
This shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's lived a life that I thought was only in movies up in 2023 type shit.
And
you know
then
what
you
I'm saying?
realize he's the life that movies base movies off of.
Yeah.
Because it had to happen at least once for the story to be out there.
How do we get these ideas?
You get what I'm saying? We ain't just...
And we know the mafia's gone. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
that's been disbanded and stuff. But that doesn't mean there's not...
Technically.
There's not bosses out here. Yeah, there's still not high crime family or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if he did run some shit like that? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be
that's
crazy.
a crazy movie. It's a crazy documentary.
It's because he's a crazy guy. Like,
it makes it all the better.
That's all it takes, really.
And it's 2023. We have so much 1080, like we have so much 4K footage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
nah, plenty.
it's different when you're piecing the fucking newspaper feeds together. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's like
you can't even shoot a nigga and have him just die. Like, you'll leave and he'll go on Instagram Live and talk about what happened.
Or from the back of the ambulance or some shit.
But how y'all feel about Slim Thug? Kind of, you know,
What did he do? He kind of went in on Cassie.
everybody
right?
was mad at him for basically saying that, you know, nigga, all these bitches lying. You know, that's what he said.
Is that what he said?
All of these bitches lying. I'll get it, but like that's basically for
just
all
to
intents
sum
and
it up.
purposes. But he
Just
was
to
like,
sum
man, all these bitches lying, man. They had years. Basically, what people were saying with the R. Kelly shit, like, man, they had years to expose them, or even Bill Cosby. Like, why they choosing now to expose them? He was kind of using that rhetoric, but
so he probably just didn't think about it.
But it was a lot.
I don't know why he was saying that because it's like
that sounds like a half-baked thought, right?
Yeah, because
I think he was driving when he said
if you've been like raped, molested, it's like
diddled, dangled.
How can we say when you're? I can't tell you to do it immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
You don't know how they processing what happened.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like
it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, it's crazy to say somebody has to have some sort of some turnaround time on like something that could traumatize them like that mentally, and physically. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tricky. It's a weird, like,
especially somebody like Cassie who's been around since she was like underage allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which makes this.
It could be grooming at its finest.
Oh, is that it was? It was definitely that.
And the thing is, if she loses, she has something to lose. Like, if she comes out, nobody believes it.
That nigga was her world for
court.
damn near 20 years.
And that's the thing. Like, she was gonna leave with something.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was ever.
She deserved to leave with something.
It's never gonna be Diddy in jail. And that's why I kind of think like it was smart to take the money route. But
well, yeah, and she deserved to leave with something because anybody with a nigga with this many stories attached to them that could possibly be true.
I want to.
And with that being said,
she knows where the bodies are hid.
Like I get what you're saying, but at the same time, if she cared about at least ruining this nigga's reputation, because even if he doesn't go to jail, but the shit goes to trial and a lot of truth comes out, people are gonna start to look at Diddy with it like, okay, it's confirmed. Like,
yeah, you have to stop it before it gets to court.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it's just like I forgot what video it was, but like the bitch is basically like a vampire. You get what I'm saying? Like she bit the nigga, now he's gonna die eventually of poison.
Right.
Everybody's just gonna be trying to get a piece of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
she opened him up.
I didn't even I never heard this, but we're gonna see.
Cosby
Slim
coming
Thug.
back and getting puffed. I don't believe in that, man.
Oh, man.
When shit go down, speak on that shit right then, or it's out of there. It should be null and boy, you shouldn't even have no type of nothing. You shouldn't be able to do shit unless you let the people know what happened immediately. There should be a time limit on this shit.
That's kind of crazy.
What happened was you got around them stand up on love shit. This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what always happened, right? You was with a billionaire with all this bread all this time, and then you went followed your heart with a trainer. That motherfucking apartment got smiled in the bitch. That lifestyle fell off. Now it's struggle time. The love wearing off, and now you trying to come up with ways to figure out how to get paid. Now I'm healed and I can talk about it. I want to expose niggas in my books. You did that. You participated. You ain't say for nothing. You did that. So stand on that, man. Quit trying to expose people for money. Like, what the... Nah, that apartment got small. You and that dude you left for love. You let your homegirls hype you up.
Damn, he going in on her.
Yeah. See
this is a big caveat. I want to be, he's from Texas.
Yeah.
So the pimping is a little bit more.
It's a little bit more.
They
regal.
laid down thicker.
It's a little bit more regal down there.
They laid
Old
down
school.
a little thicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
the thing
He was
is,
going in like that was his.
the thing
Like
is-
Diddy was his nigga for real.
Yeah, for real. Like they might have partied together.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing with him is that like he's kind of right, but it's because it's some women who use this for that as a payday,
Yeah.
as a way to get some PR. And it kind of ruins it for the women who are like they struggle for 3 years to should I even do this?
Well, this is a thing too. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was about to say this is a thing too. It's like the one thing that he did say that I definitely agree with is you participated, but at the same time, she might not have been in a position or participation might have been the only option. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like
Get your Nissan Altima blown up.
right. And remembering how young she was when she got there, it's like even if she did do it as a payday, she kind of she knows more than everybody
Bruh.
else. She knows more than everybody else. You better pay her. You know what I'm saying? It's
Women
like,
are impressionable, especially when they're 14. Niggas.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying,
you know what I
right,
mean?
yeah,
You got it right.
yeah, he better like she doesn't deserve that shit. It's
crazy, right?
Even if half the shit was true that she put that he abused her or whatever,
Yeah.
even if half that shit's true, that nigga comes off crazy insensitive. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's not all true, even if one of those incidents, because they were all some pretty graphic instances where it's like, nigga, this is creative. Like,
Yeah.
like you're an experienced woman beater.
Yeah.
To do some of the things because it's like
Yeah.
you've learned how to get creative.
Yeah,
with this,
like you
know?
got sleight of hand methods.
Yeah, it's
like,
like
you know where to hit them.
You
to
don't
where
just
it's like,
smack. You do certain psychological plays, including the slaps. Like, so yeah,
Said if she fucking up, he hit her with a.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She
Some scary
reboot.
shit. So yeah, I don't know. Slim Thug jumping out the window like that, like he was in that relationship, was kind of crazy.
yeah, not like he was so sure nothing
Because
Yeah.
he comes from a land where hoes stand on business.
happened. Or he comes from
You
a
get what
land.
I'm
That's
saying?
true as well, too.
So it's like his ideology of the game is like, bitch, you stand on business. You was with the pimping before.
Yeah,
Now
true.
you know.
Now you want
it's
to switch
like-
up because you feel like you were traumatized.
I didn't know that she was fucking with a trainer, white man.
The whole trainer, yeah, and then he went so hard on the trainer thing too.
Because
Because it was like,
that's a real thing. Like
yeah,
you
that
went from
is
Diddy
switch up
to a
yeah.
trainer.
That's true. That's true.
Like that's a fall.
It is, but at the same time, when you were at the top for so long, it might not have been worth it.
No, but she's been like, what's the word? Like tricked. You know, like
Or impressionable or whatever.
She's
or molded.
what's
whatever.
she's been manipulated.
Into what?
Manipulated, yeah.
And
Into that
abused.
life. Into that life. The everything, the abuse, the
And what's that syndrome and like
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she's
yeah.
probably feeling that a little bit too.
Yeah, it's a lot of things
Diddy
that
and the lifestyle.
yeah.
You
It's
know
a lot
what I
of things that could be possible just based off of
Yeah.
some thug is kind of tripping. I think a bitch might have done him wrong recently. And he was like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It felt like he just went through something kind of similar.
Hey, Slim
Yeah.
Thug's still playing child support. That's why he's
Yeah,
mad.
or something like that.
He
Where
on that
he was
level.
like, and then he saw this happen to Diddy. He said, you know what? I'm gonna defend all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, because he just see himself in Diddy.
Right,
Because
yeah.
your experience peppers your experience. Like,
Yeah,
if
he
he
jumped
had a
out the-
daughter that something like something crazy happened to,
Yeah.
but like she waited to talk about it,
Yeah.
and then found out, he probably have a completely different perspective on
That's a
that shit.
fact. That's a fact. But yeah, we're about to cut this and we'll come back because we'll have a different setup. White man just got here, so we'll holler at y'all. We'll be right back.
Yeah,
It'll
white
be-
man came in here with a bitch on a leash. We'll be right back. You gotta have this
Looks firmer.
But all right, we'll be back.
Yeah, so we're back in the building. Let me do that again.